Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Battle. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Charlie, 55, 55. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Going for Metcalf. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Buzz. 55 is my guy. 55. Check right. Check right. Right, 55.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
90. Wolf. Get away from him. Bravo. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And his throw here's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Over the middle, complete. That's Armstrong. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At the 7-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Love. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12. At the 15-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But wasn't the line that jumped that time the second level?
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level. That hurts them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, check mine. Check 66. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Yes! 55, 55.
To throw on third down. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Armstrong. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Battle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Three buzz. Hey, exit. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thomas has got it, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Let's go right here now. 94 is the mark.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Blue dog corkers. Blue dog corkers. Go. Ready, go.
On first down, Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On the double. Watch it, you H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Seam 6. Mike 5-5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Don't let it breathe, defense. Check 9, check 9. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. 9, ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Still on his feet. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And an alley to run. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
We got double up, double up. Topper, topper. Buzz.
Operating from the gun. Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
6-6, bullet high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Strickland. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
60 outlaw.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
First down, Panthers.
Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 21. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. After the penalty, it's Penny. Able to slither by. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 94 is the mark. You look 99. Check 99. Check 99.
On second down now. Battle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hey, Gator.
A big offensive experience.